Hey guys, this is going to be my first larger tutorial. So it's going to be how to make a duct tape bifold wallet. So this is just what it will look like to give you an idea. So it's going to be very high quality, has a billfold, 5 pockets, an ID, a hidden, and then a Ziploc coin pouch in the right hidden. So yeah, and I'm going to do it with these slits. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy, and let's get on to the tutorial. Okay, so the supplies you'll need are a cutting mat, mine is 12 by 18, a metal ruler, an X-Acto knife, and make sure that it has a fairly sharp blade, a 3-inch piece of Ziploc, I prefer Glad, and it should have a 1/4 inch on the top and then a 1/2 inch of plastic on the bottom. And then you'll need clear tape, and I would suggest Scotch Ultra Clear. And then lastly you'll need duct tape, and I suggest using 3 different colors or patterns. I also forgot to mention, for the supplies you'll also need some type of strong ID plastic, and I would recommend using either a top loader or some type of strong frosted ID plastic. Okay, so the first step that you have to do is you have to make a sheet of duct tape that has your trim color on one side and clear tape on the other, and make sure that it is 8 1/4 inches long and 3 1/8 inches tall. So this is going to be the inner billfold, and make sure that you know which color is your outside, which one's your pocket, and which one is your trim and inside of your billfold color. Okay, so the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of clear tape that is 7 1/2 inches long, and you're going to take a piece of your outside pattern, which is also 7 1/2 inches long, and you're just going to put the pattern piece of tape over the clear tape and overlap it about 1/8 of an inch, so that there is, so it's about 3 5/8 inches tall. It doesn't have to be exact, but just make sure that it's somewhere around there. And then you're going to take 2 pieces of clear tape that are 7 1/2 inches long, and you're going to overlap them and make it so that it is 3 1/8 inches tall. And you're just going to take the piece that is 3 1/8 inches tall, so it's a sheet of clear tape, and you're just going to stick that on top of this piece with the duct tape and the clear tape so that the bottoms align. So basically what you've done is you've made a sheet with about a little over 1/2 inch of sticky on the top, and this is going to be for your hidden. So just make sure that you get all the air bubbles out, and make sure that everything's like nice and straight and that all the seams are facing down. So now you are going to put this on a line on your cutting mat. So just align that somewhere, and let me just shift this down. So now you're just going to cut this into 2 pieces that are 3 3/4 inches long. So this is going to be for the hiddens. So now you have your 2 hiddens that have sticky on the top. Okay, so now you're going to cut a piece of your outside pattern or color, whatever you're using, and it's going to be 3 1/2 inches. Actually, it's just under that, so more than 3 3/8, but less than 3 1/2. And so now you're going to take your Ziploc that you have, and then just take one piece off, and you're going to have it so that the 1/2 inch is towards the right and then the 1/4 inch is on the left. And you're just going to make it so that there is about 1/16 stickiness on the bottom. So just place this so that it is just up against the Ziploc, but make sure that it's not over the Ziploc. So if you didn't understand that, just make sure that there's a 1/2 inch of plastic on the right, 1/4 inch on the left, and then just take your pattern color, leave a little bit right at the bottom here, and then you'll have around 1/4 inch or so at the top, and put it on here so that it is just before the Ziploc starts. And now you're going to take your sheet that you made and make sure that all the seams are facing down and turn it so that it's the clear tape side. And you're going to put this on your cutting mat so that it's centered. So just center it, and then so you know where the center is, and then you're just going to put it so that there is 1/2 inch right here, and then go to where it's 3.5 inches. Sorry, this is kind of complicated, but anyway, so you're gonna count inward 1/2 inch, and then 1, 2, 3 inches, and then on that 3.5 inch mark, you're going to put your piece so that the end right here, so that this little piece is slightly towards the right of that line. And just make sure that it's straight all the way up. So basically, what you've just done is you have put this piece of Ziploc on, and it should be somewhat centered, and so it should look something like that. And this Ziploc should start at about slightly less than 3.5 inches inward, and then just fold this piece of stickiness over so that you have about 1/4 inch trim. And then you're going to take your 2 hiddens and place them on here, and just make sure that they are aligned with the bottom, and then fold it over just like that, and then do the same with the other one. Okay, so now onto the pockets. And by the way, what you should have is you should have 2 hiddens with a piece of Ziploc attached on here, and you should have a little over 1/4 inch between the end of the hidden and the end of the Ziploc. And yeah, that's what this side should look like. So now for the pockets, you're going to cut out 4 strips of your pocket color that are each 3 3/4 inches long, and then you're going to cut out 5 strips of clear tape that are 3 3/4 inches long, and then you're going to take one of the pieces of clear tape that's 3 3/4 inches long, and you're going to cut that into 4ths lengthwise, and you're going to take one piece of clear tape that you cut into 4ths, and you're going to take a piece of your pocket color, and then you're going to just overlap that about 1 millimeter or so, so just a small amount, but not too little. And then you're going to take a piece of clear tape that is just whole, so a whole piece of clear tape, and then you're just going to line that up with the bottom and just put that on top. And if you mess up, it's okay, just try to peel the clear tape off gently. And okay, so now just smooth it out, and you should have a pocket, and there's clear tape so you can attach it, and this is what it should look like, and it should be even at the top here. So now you're going to do that with the other 3 pieces that you have, and then we're going to be doing the trims. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now for trimming the pockets. So you're going to take your trim color and cut 2 pieces of tape that are 3 3/4 inches long, and then cut those pieces in half lengthwise. And then you're going to take 1 piece of your trim, and then you're going to take your pocket and line it up with a line on your cutting mat. And then you're going to take your ruler, and I can't really show this fully, but you're going to align this one with the 1/4 inch mark, and then line the end of this with a 1/4 inch mark. So basically you have just a 1/4 inch left here. So now you're going to take the straight piece of the straight side of your tape, which is the one that you did not which is the one that you did cut, and it's not the one that is the edge. So basically it's the line that you cut along, and then just put that along the ruler, making sure that's nice and straight. And you can redo it as many times as you like. And then I like to just take my fingernail and then push along the pocket, just so I can kind of see the trim and if it's straight or not. So, and then you're just going to want to fold that over so you have a 1/4 inch trim that's nice and straight. So, I'm just going to fix this a bit. So you're going to end up having something that looks like this. And you're just going to trim all of the 4 pockets so that you have nice straight 1/4 inch trims. Okay, so once you're done trimming all of the 4 card pockets, you are going to clear tape the trims. So you're going to cut 2 pieces of clear tape that are 3 3/4 inches long, and then cut those 2 pieces in half lengthwise. And then you're going to take one of those pieces and use the edge of the tape, not the piece that you cut, because that's the straightest side. And then just take a card pocket, and then you're going to overlap this about a 1/4 inch over the duct tape. So past the trim, you're going to put it on, and just make sure that it's nice and straight. And so it should look like this. So you should have about a 1/4 inch down here. And then a lot of people like to use cards, but I just like to use my finger. So first, you're going to run your fingernail along the edge right here. And once you've done that, just carefully smooth out the air bubbles at the bottom. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and then do the top and just go back and forth like that. So it should look like this, and there are some air bubbles, but you can get those out. And then just fold this piece of clear tape over like so, and then just once again run your finger along it. So there you have a card pocket. So do that with the other 3.